Welcome into Trivia Night Live, a weekly trivia show where you, the viewer, get to compete for prizes, glory, and your name getting shouted out numerous times over a 1-hour broadcast. Joining me tonight, as always, is my stunning co-host, Jake Bryant. Jake, how you doing tonight, bud?
I'm doing good, Joey. I'm doing good. It feels like we're getting spoiled a little bit these last couple days. Sunday night with the Oscars, big dub for the one battle after another heads out there. I know we are both one of those people. And it's the best week of the year, hands down. March Madness is here.
It really is. You know, we both work for a company that has football as the first word of the name of the company. But for my money, it is the best sports week of the year. I absolutely love March Madness. It was my first love in sports. My grandfather, I think I've told the story last year, would take me to Florida Institute of Technology basketball games as a 5-year-old. When I turned 8, they made me a ball boy, and I was a ball boy for Florida Tech till I was 13. And so college basketball was like my gateway to sports. So yeah, and I've done a bracket since I can remember, pulling it out of the middle of Sports Illustrated and filling it out.
That's amazing.
Do you have memories like that too? Like when you're young, just like writing in bracket names and stuff. It's just the best, man.
I do, Joey. Mine is it's so heavily with spring break of just like growing up, and then once the weather changes, you can feel it in the air, and then hey, we're just watching basketball for 2 weeks straight. What I love about you, Joey, is you care as much as the mid-majors to the lower leagues as you do for a Duke versus North Carolina. You'll be texting me when it's an Ohio Valley Conference and someone else, you're like, are you watching this game? And I'm like, South Carolina, North Carolina's on right now. But you're plugged in.
You know, I was very fortunate a couple years ago. Stetson, the school, it's like 10 minutes from my door. Got to go to their very first NCAA tournament. And I got to experience it with my daughter too. And I had never, the entire time I was a ball boy for Florida Tech, they never went to a conference. They never won their conference championship. So getting to see Stetson do it on their home court, one of my favorite sports memories ever. Got shared with my daughter. But yeah, like I love the little guys. And I mean, the little guys are kind of what make March Madness fun. You know, you think of like the Siena teams, the Davidson teams with Steph Curry when we had no idea who Steph Curry was.
Yeah.
God, I just love it, Jake. I really do. It just never gets old. Every year you go in with so much hope. I still do a paper bracket too. I do the online stuff. I entered into contests and stuff, but I print out brackets for myself and my family, and we write them in every year. I make them do it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Cool. Well, we're not alone tonight, Jake. The chat is here, and the chat's fired up tonight. Yeah. Jake, how would you say that?
Espresso 15. I think I don't know if I combine it or not, but
yeah. Hey guys, hey, how's it going there? Frank in the chat. What's up, my friends? Been a few weeks. Good to see y'all. Frank, if you're going to Chicago live, spoiler alert, Joey Wright will be at Chicago live for Scott Fish Bowl once again. I had such a great time in Chicago last year. My good buddy Steven Johnson's putting on the tournament. I mean the Scott Fish Bowl there, and I told him, I was like, there's one weekend that if you put it that weekend, if you can get it, I will come to Chicago. And Steven, he fulfilled the promise to me. So
do you have your reservation to Pequod's yet scheduled?
I don't. Should I go somewhere different? That's the thing. Pequod's is the only Chicago pizza I've ever had.
It's, in my opinion, it's the best. It's where, but real Chicagoans will tell you that deep dish isn't even Chicago pizza. You should get tavern style pizza.
Yeah.
I think just go to Pequod's because I think it's the best out there. But Illuminati's is good. I'm blanking on the other ones though.
I kind of want to try Illuminati's because I've heard
it's more buttoned up a little bit. It's still pizza, but it's just different inside.
My I don't know if I'm gonna say this. My good friend Dave Richard over at CBS is very passionate about Chicago pizza, and he's said Illuminati's a few times. So yeah. And good God, if I got that wrong, Dave, don't come for me. Big question. Do you guys still print brackets out? Heck, yes, we do. I saw something funny on Twitter yesterday, Jake, and I actually shared it in our company message board. There is a girl that her family, they do a bracket for their cat, and they've got cat rules. Cat animals over human mascots win, and cats win over any other animal. Big cats over little cats, and the family cat has won a few years.
That's crazy.
So we're gonna do a cat bracket and a dog bracket tomorrow for the right household. So Betty's gonna have a bracket, Kevin's gonna have a bracket.
Amazing.
It's a whole family affair, and I could not be more excited. Have you either won a tournament contest with friends or elsewhere? Last year was the first year I got the national champion right in a long time, because I went with Jake. How do you normally do in bracket challenges?
I do okay. I get carried away with Tennessee, where it's like,
okay,
like if they're gonna win and I want to be right by winning, like let's let them go far. This year, I decided to be way more realistic with my picks. So typically, I let the bias get ahead of me and ruin my bracket, but I'm not gonna do it this year.
My wife Bethany is fantastic at March Madness. It's very annoying because she doesn't watch a single game all year. She got Baylor right in the 2 last UConn years. She got right. And she loves bringing it up because I will sit there and I will watch every conference tournament game, and I'm plugged in, and she just was like, "Oh, okay, purple. I like purple." And
wow,
it's very annoying, Jake. It's very annoying.
Perfect segue, Joey. She should play in the Footballguys March Madness bracket.
God, you're such a pro, Jake.
You know, I'm
really are. So, guys, just so you know, in the video description, I did the thing I say I'm going to do, but I actually did it beforehand. Both links to both bracket challenges, because we're going to promote both of them tonight. The Footballguys March Madness bracket challenge is the link for that one's in there. Go sign up for that. And then the Scott Fish Bowl, Scott Fish Fantasy Cares is doing one down there as well. The link is down there for that one as well. And they're doing both men and women's. That's going to be hosted over on Yahoo. The Footballguys one is hosted over at ESPN. And Jake, a little spoiler for, after the show tonight, if you didn't get enough Jake and Joey during trivia, Jake, are we going to do another hour?
Yeah, we are. We can't get enough, Joey. We're sickos.
Yeah, we had an hour meeting today where we talked all business and not movies at all. And we really did talk business today. Mm-hmm. And Jake and I, we're going to show you how to set up your bracket. We're going to go through each and all the games. We are not, college basketball experts. We are, I would say, aficionados. We really enjoy the game. We know it. We're going to walk you through it, show you how easy it is to do. And just, Jake and I, we just like hanging out, talking ball. So it's going to be fun. All right, let's get through some of the more of these chat messages. Chat, cute codes on the screen for Twitter video tonight. We're at 15 questions as normal. Well, let's say hey to some people, though. Jake, if things go right this week, we got your Vols versus my Mustangs. Ooh, SMU's got the plan.
I like SMU over Miami, Ohio. I know they haven't lost, only one game, but it worries me their competition they've been playing.
Yeah. Joe Bryant saying, "Let's go, guys," and then saying, "Nice hat, Jackson." Joe, do you like my shirt? Put his comment on there. National champions, Florida Gators. That happened last year.
I don't remember that year. Yeah. And the NIT?
No, that was in the. I believe they beat the Houston Cougars, and Matt Carey, great customer service over Footballguys, will not return my messages to this day. Still, will not speak to me. So that's all right, Matt. We had him on last year, and Barbara saying March Madness, woohoo! Yeah, I think you can feel the excitement that Jake and I have tonight. Godman Joey. That's what my license plate says, actually. My college freshman year was Michigan's 1989 championship. First year for Fab Five was my senior. I was a huge Chris Webber fan. That timeout was just like heartbreaker as a kid. Oh, good man, Joey. There we go. It worked. Let's go March Madness. Jeff Blaylock. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, Jeff.
Good seeing you here. Going to Chicago Live. We'll see you there. Awesome. Uh-oh. Gino's East. There's Chicago pizza place. Pequod's is the only pizza you need. Tavern and deep dish. Yeah, I had Pequod's last year. It was fantastic. I was very surprised. Their neon sign. I was like, is that what I think it is?
It is what you think it is.
It is.
And you have a nice little bar, like waiting room. If it's busy, just hang out, wait for your table. It's my favorite spot.
So this is the cool thing about like going to restaurants with Joe Bryant. I don't know if he just like You walk in and they're like, "Oh, Joe Bryant," and you get private table in the back, and it's. I've never not gone to dinner with Joe where I've not been walked to my table, and they roll out the red carpet. So I just keep following him. Takes me.
I think that's Barbara having the reservations under.
It's a good point, Jake.
Yeah,
good point. All right, Gino's East Uno are the other originals. All right. Is that how Scampers does a bracket? I don't know how Scampers does a bracket. Scampers is a crazy cat. Okay, Barbara, we don't need to hear about this. I won the Football Guys bracket a couple years ago. Well, the staff bracket. Yeah, the staff bracket. Come on. Post Oscar comments. Let me just get through this quick. We're going to get to the game in 3 minutes. We always do it at 7:15. Yeah, I was happy. I from the presentation, Conan was a fantastic host. I did like one battle after quite a bit, one battle after another, so I was glad to see that win. But a sneaky moment that I absolutely loved was I'm a big Moulin Rouge fan because I like musical theater. And so when Nicole Kidman and Ian McGregor reunited to present Best Picture and just did a couple little lines from Moulin Rouge, my wife had to pull me off the ceiling. I was enthralled. I was just wooed. It's fantastic. Jake, how were your feelings?
It was a great night. I really enjoyed it. Same to you. One battle after another really spoke for me, and I really enjoyed it. I'm glad to see that Sinners got its recognition too. Ryan Coogler, he's going to be making movies for the next 10 to 15 years, and they're going to maybe longer, and they're going to be awesome. And so super excited for it. And
everyone with the Discord. Oh, we got a special guest. Did you want to say hello to everyone? Okay. All right. Well, Daddy's doing the show. So we're going to okay. There we go. Eliza was very excited that she's on spring break and we're recording. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah. In the film discourse, Ryan Coogler and Paul Thomas Anderson were hanging out post show. So don't let the people come at you.
You know, creative people making creative work, doing creative things. And let's
there you go.
Keep doing that.
All right. Nice work on the video, Joe. Okay, guys, we'll get to some of your other comments here in a little bit. We want to get to the game. That's why people are here tonight. Let me go through some housekeeping stuff. Eliza's just having one in the hallway right now. All right. So real quick, Tournament of Champions is going on. Every weekly winner this offseason will be invited to our special Tournament of Champions episode at the end of the summer. There, all of our Trivia Night Live weekly winners will compete for the title of Trivia Night Live Super Champion, which includes a trophy and an appearance with Jake and I on the show. Once again, that appearance is completely optional. If that would be a punishment, feel free to give it out to somebody else. Always 100% free to play on Trivia Night Live as always, but we do encourage you to go to Fantasy Cares, make a donation, even $1. Just make a donation. All right. If you're watching us here on the Fantasy Cares YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe. Same thing on Football Guys Live. Like and subscribe. And real quick, once again, Jake and I will be at about 8:15 over on the Football Guys Live YouTube channel doing the bracket challenge. We're filling that out for you, showing you how to enter. It's going to be a good time. Also consider making a donation to Fantasy Cares. They have these celebrity eliminators coming up, and they have their March Madness contest as well. You can go to fantasycares.org for all the information on that to play the game. Go ahead and scan the QR code or go to Kahoot.it. Let's share that board. Beautiful. Got that. Let me make the QR code a little bigger for everybody. There we go. From there, you need to enter a 7-digit code for the game, which tonight will be 4984083. From here, you'll need to enter a nickname. Any vulgar or hateful names will not be eligible for prizes. In addition, we will remove you from the game. And I learned how to do that last week. I really know how to do it, people. Don't test me. Once the game begins, a question will come up on the screen here as well as on your device. Answer by clicking or tapping on your choice from your device. Accuracy and speed will both factor into your score. The quicker you answer correctly, the higher the points. And you'll have 45 seconds to answer each and every question. Each game will consist of how many questions, Jake?
15 questions, Joey.
15 questions. And we'll be playing one game tonight. At the end of the game, the person with the highest amount of points will be our winner. And tonight's theme is March Madness at the crossroads of the NFL. We're getting really good at blending the questions, Jake, I'll have to say. All right. Well, what do you say we just hop right on into it?
Let's do it.
All right. Whew. Joe Bryant's booing us. I don't know why. Probably that one battle after another talk. The NCAA tournament sees 68 teams playing it every year. How many more is that than the NFL playoff teams? Is it 50 teams more, 52 teams more, 54, or 56?
Making everyone do math off the top, Joey.
I know. Oh, I should just keep that up. I blanked the questions out. Yeah, you know? Terrible dead air segment there, so Joey could take a drink. Ooh. It's tournament time. Jake, give me a sleeper. Give me a Cinderella that you like on the spot.
Oh man, on the spot. I don't like it, but because they have to do the play-in game tonight. I think Texas will beat NC State tonight.
Okay.
That's a sneaky 11 seed. That's like, it's an SEC team. Like, there's talent across the board there. I don't think they'll go very far, but I would not be shocked to see them in the Sweet 16.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give a bold prediction. I'm not going to give a Cinderella per se. I'm going to say it's going to be a good first round for the Sunshine State. Florida, South Florida, UCF, and Miami are all going to win their games.
Wow.
Yeah. It's going to be good for the Sunshine State. We're all in this together.
Go
ahead.
Can a power conference be considered a Cinderella? I just realized it called Texas a Cinderella team.
I mean, I think so. If that number next to your name has 2 digits, you're a Cinderella. Yeah. All right. I was at the Chris Webber timeout Final Four game in New Orleans. How about that, Jeff Blaylock?
Wow.
Were you the reason he called timeout? He saw you and he's like, hey, something's up with that guy. Timeout. He's trouble. No time for March Madness. It's AFL and NRL seasons. Jake, what's the NRL?
The National
Rifle League?
That's where my head went. The National Rugby League?
Oh, it might be rugby, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's my only thought. Rugby. Let us know if we're wrong.
I don't know if I can put this comment up. Yeah, we're going to go with it. Are you familiar with the Southeastern 16? Guy on right looks exactly like one of the guys from that podcast. Who was on the right?
I don't know. I'm looking up the Southeastern 16 podcast.
Jelovic, because I'm not going to say those first 2 letters. I'm Joey. That's Jake. Let us know who looks like the podcast guy.
Yeah.
Listen to Frank on pizza. Okay. Good day, Retro. I had many Giordano's in Chicago. Boz Lerman owes me $5. Okay, well, there you go. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard, guys. We promise we will get through each and every one of your questions. I love it that you guys have so many things to say. Excuse me. Frank in the chat in first place. That's why he's so chatty tonight. Barbara Bryant in second. To Smarch. I like it.
It's great.
Boz owes me $5. And Scott, loving it. Scott, you didn't get it right, but you're on the board. I don't know about that. This is our friend Scott Hoyt, I believe. I could be wrong there. It could be Scott Fish, I guess. All right. Let's take a look at the next question, Jake.
Let's do it.
The games reducing the field to 64 teams are called the first 4. Which player was not a first 4 NFL draft pick? See what we did there? Cam Ward, Ashton Genty, Travis Hunter, or Will Campbell? Which one of these players was not taken with one of the first 4 picks in last year's NFL draft? Joe saying, boo for your shirt, Joey. Well, if you think about it, Joe, you bought this for me because you signed my paycheck. So thanks, Joe, for the shirt. Actually, I had a funny Florida Gator related moment to Joe. I was doing the NFFC draft in Las Vegas last year. First time ever doing a high stakes live draft. Stay tuned with Football Guys for more on that. We had a lot of cool stuff coming out about NFFC and the high stakes stuff coming up. And I was really into the draft, and Florida was playing. I forget who they were playing football against. And I was piped in, and the game was really close. And Joe was like, he's keep an eye on it for me. He's like, don't worry about it, Joey. I make my last draft pick, and Joe's like, couldn't wait. He's like, Gators lost. And I was just like,
dang.
Yeah, just felt really good about my draft, and Joe just dug the dagger right in.
He's good at that.
Yeah, he just put me in my place. Yeah, Ashton Genty was taken outside of the top 4. I think it was 7th or 8th.
Would you take him in top 4?
No. Dune 3 trailer is out. Real quick, Jake. I'm going to give you my philosophy on trailers, and you tell me what you think. I only watch trailers if the director cuts them. That's my rule.
My rule, I don't watch trailers unless I'm at the movie theater. And if it's a movie I'm really excited for, I don't watch the trailer.
Okay.
Like our friend Clayton Gray, no trailers. I don't want to know anything. Okay. I saw Dune 3 trailer out today. I don't want to watch it. And it's going to be hard. When does that movie come out? In May? Or is it longer?
No, December.
It's going to be a long time of me dodging trailers.
Here's my thing I really like is like kind of what Nolan does. Like, give me a prologue. Give me the vibe of the movie, but don't give me the movie. Like, I'm into that.
I can do that.
Yeah, I saw Hoppers today. Took my kids around spring break. Took them to see Hoppers.
How was it?
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's the plot of Avatar, but it was good. Yeah. I enjoyed it. All right. And a lot of people are just really upset about the math being in here.
I'm still mad about it.
Well, just go near chalk and pick Michigan. Michigan's got 2 tough games possibly against Iowa State and maybe Virginia. I don't think Michigan's getting out of their region. Sorry.
Not Tennessee? That's okay. The next question.
Tennessee's got, what's the name of their center?
Felix Okpara or JP Estrella?
Oh, someone knows their volunteers. Look at you.
Which one were you thinking? Okpara?
I don't know. Those guys are good.
Yeah, they are pretty good. No one else can score on the team, though. We suck.
Swain's really good. All right. I'm with Jake. Hook him up. Bourbon. What's up, Bourbon Cowboy? Good seeing you in here, buddy. All right. And we do have one game on right now. And it was what did I say earlier? The 4-letter team versus 4-letter team. Yeah.
It's Howard versus a 4-letter team, I think.
UMBC or something.
Yeah. And it's just one guy named Howard. Oh, he's just
he's really good though. Yeah. He has 3 arms. Yeah. Really good at defense. All right, let's get through this, Jake. We've only done 2 questions. We talked too much basketball.
Yep.
All right, Frank in the chat at 1950. We're going to breeze through a couple questions to catch up, guys, and we will get through all your comments, I promise. Isaac Smart's moving up there. Steve F. knocking Scott off the board. Jets fan are. All right, love to see this. All right, next question. The round following the Sweet 16 is called the Elite 8. What Hall of Fame quarterback wore number 8? Steve Young, Brett Favre, Fran Tarkenton, or Peyton Manning? Which one of those quarterbacks wore number 8? And that's Troy Aikman, and he also wore number 8.
Wow. I had a Brett Favre trivia question at the local trivia I do on Thursdays, Joey, and I missed it. It was really embarrassing for my team.
I'm sorry, man.
It was what NFL quarterback won? Was it whatever back-to-back NFL MVPs that Brett Favre won? And I didn't get the answer correct. I put a different player.
Didn't Barry Sanders split one with him?
Did he?
I think it might be thinking of the wrong year. Steve Young wore number 8. Do you know Steve Young, team that's in the tournament? His grandfather. You know who his grandfather was?
No.
Or great-grandfather? Brigham Young. That is a 100% true fact. Steve Young is related to Brigham Young. Yeah, it's like his great-great-grandson. Yeah.
Oh, there's a couple greats in there?
Yeah, but I mean, like, Steve Young played quarterback at the college that his like grandfather was.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Those Texas uniforms put them at such a disadvantage. Okay, calling them Cinderellas. Joe, not a fan of the burnt orange. He likes the Knoxville orange, but not the burnt orange.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of that orange there in Knoxville?
I I call it Tennessee orange.
Tennessee orange.
I don't know they go crazy for like whatever Pantone number it is. They take a lot of pride in that we own the color or license it. I just call it Tennessee orange.
All right.
I've heard construction vest orange. I've heard
you see
construction
the
cone
flag
orange.
up on the things all the time. The construction flag.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. A little gas there. It's okay. We're all family and friends here. All right. I just marched got a little flame next to the name. Means they're moving quick. Ooh, close game. Frank in the chat. Hanging tough there. In first place. Frank wants to be in the tournament of champions, and I want to see him get there. Mm-hmm. Next question. Who won both the football and basketball NCAA national championships in 2006? The only school to accomplish this feat. Was it Ohio State, UCLA, Florida, or Michigan State? Only school to ever do this.
I have some comments about this.
Speaking of 4 letters, schools. Jake's about to drop a sorry Joe on us.
No, the school cheated.
Oh, come on now. All right. Weber couldn't have possibly seen me. The seats were above the speakers. That's funny. Let's talk platters to watch. I can't. A-Cuff, Boozer. Oh, yeah. Boozer. What is he? Hasn't lost a playoff game since he was in 6th grade or something.
Wow.
They kept saying on the broadcast. Yeah, the Florida Gators, the only national to win it in the same year.
You shouldn't be allowed to bring back your entire team after you win a national championship to do it again the next year.
Why?
It's illegal.
What do you have a problem with education? Players just wanting to get an education?
Yeah, get them out of there. Their education.
That was before NIL too. I mean, I'm sure there was money under the table going on, but
no, never.
Florida did it the right way, you know.
And the SEC, especially Florida, was definitely. Urban Meyer was not. No.
Billy Donovan was on the up and up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you can't. They should have to go to the NBA. You can't bring your entire team back to do it again the next year. I guess you can though.
I mean, they did so. So they won the football national title, and then that was the meat inside of the national champion sandwich because they had 2 basketball ones.
Yeah,
that's special.
Yeah,
we were insufferable. Because I was like 25 during that time too, so I was just like, I was a real spitfire. Jake, you look like the guy he was talking about. Yeah,
maybe his name is Jake.
I don't know. To be fair, the Tennessee loses in the tournament a lot. Sorry, Joe and Jake.
That is very true.
That was me being kind and shielding you, Joey, from the Gators' loss. Joe, you had a big smile on your face when you told me they lost.
He was really heartbroken about it.
Nice. He was really nice. He didn't want to tell me. So he says. All right, let's get to the next question. Have we made up time yet? Yeah.
Kind of. Let's keep rolling.
All right. Rank in the chat. Next question. UCLA has the most national championships in history. Who is second? Was it Duke, North Carolina, Kansas, or Kentucky? I did not make this question easy.
No.
Mm-mm.
What if they're all tied? Answer, they're not. That was a trick question.
I had to take UConn's name off of here because, and we will talk the women's tournament a little bit coming up. This question could have been interpreted as UConn being the right answer. So I had to take their name off here because they hold the second most women's title.
Only the second?
Or maybe it is the first. Anyways, I took UConn's name off here so no one in the chat could come at me because I'm afraid of the chat.
They're very scary.
No, we don't think you're being a troll. We're excited to see you here. Yeah, because I was very adamant about being able to kick people out. So we don't deal with trolls. Yeah, Kentucky. Second most national titles in history.
I would have right there.
I would have said UNC, but they're actually like kind of far down.
Really?
How many national titles do you think Dean Smith had?
I don't even want to put a number on that.
2.
Only 2?
You would think more.
I thought I was gonna say I was gonna say 5.
Yeah, you would think.
Okay, 2.
Unless Wikipedia lied to me.
They would never lie there.
I don't know. All right. I almost always watch trailers. If the trailer has excessive spoilers, I will either stop the trailer or avoid the movie later.
I like that, retro coach. The one problem is nowadays marketing teams have really changed the tone and vibes of movies, I feel like. And so people are getting one thing the same way with you said, Joey, how you only watch if the director cuts to trailer. It feels like you're not getting what you were pitched sometimes.
Yeah. And I'm going to tie this into Joe's question. Went to Project Hail Mary last night. No trailers before the movie. Nice. Yeah, the Amazon screenings are really fun. I've got beef with Project Hail Mary trailer people. I have not seen the movie yet. I cannot wait. Ryan Gosling is amazing. I love him. Why did they show Rocky? Like, why are during the whole, and it's not even the trailers, just like the campaign. Like, why do they even talk about it? Like, way too much.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, neither do I. But still, don't show like big things. I don't know.
Is Rocky Balboa?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Ryan Gosling goes to space and he goes to a planet where the only motion picture they've ever seen is Rocky 4. It's a huge plot point of the book and the movie, and I don't know why they revealed that.
You got me, Joey. I'm so mad.
Joey, there we go. We can name all the Florida big men, but they're so dang many. One of my favorite March Madness calls. Oh God, who was it? Oh, he was like a power forward. It wasn't Al Horford. This Patrick something played at Florida. Huge dunk in the tournament, and the announcer goes, "That's a full-grown man." And I was like, oh, one of my favorite calls ever. My buddy Shervon and I. That's a full-grown man all the time.
Was that the Yakeem Noah?
No, it was Patrick something. I'll look it up. It wasn't on he wasn't on one of the national title teams, I don't think. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Chat. Patrick, power forward for the Florida Gators. Look at it. You'll figure it out. And they're all good. Yeah. Al Horford. There's so many. Howard and Ford's friends. Fabra. Yeah. Joey is right about Brigham Young. Yeah.
Wow.
This is why. Oh man, when I found that fact out, I was just like, you know what I immediately did? I was like, has Steve Young seen the Book of Mormon? That's what I wanted to know. And I found no information if he had seen it. So I don't know if you would laugh.
Don't think they're fans of that work.
They have an ad in the playbill that's like, now that you've seen the show, read the book. And I was like, you know what? Tip of the cap to you guys for having a good sense of humor on this. Because the Book of Mormon, if anyone's seen it, they give it to everybody. It's not just
everyone
one religion. Everybody gets their slice of the pie. So, all right. Oh, the leaderboard did not move at all.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened because people got it right. All right. Next question. Who holds the record for most career NCAA tournament points across both men's and women's tournaments? Is it Diana Taurasi, Caitlin Clark, Christian Leitner, or Tyler Hansborough?
That is Paige Beckers.
That is. You ever see a player? I'm not talking about Paige, but just like that just makes you hate a school for years. Tyler Hansborough, man, I just did not like UNC for a long time because of him.
Yeah. I think like the problem, I don't like UConn just as a program, but I look at Paige Beckers and I think if she was on any other school, I'd be like, oh, she's awesome. You know, kind of like how Caitlin Clark being at Iowa was like the perfect, like you're not going to hate on Iowa unless you're, I guess, Iowa State or something. You know, it's like, you know, no bad feelings towards that team or that program.
For women's UConn, no. For men's, absolutely. I can't stand their coach.
Oh no, I like UConn as a whole. I don't like the programs.
Oh, you don't?
Most of it's because of Pat Summitt and Laval's and just
okay. I get that. Dan Hurley is, I mean, just watching him. This is terrible. I feel the same about Dan Hurley as I like watching someone in the UFC that I don't like lose a fight. Like watching him lose a basketball game, just give me the popcorn because it's just, it's going to be a whole
it's going to be a whole thing.
Meltdown and fit. And his defenders will say, "Oh, the passion." It's like he's a crybaby. Like, come on,
get out of here.
Get. Yeah. Jim McMahon went to BYU, but not because he was related to anybody. Well, the name of Tennessee Orange is Gotti Orange. Shout out Blindside. Okay. Agent Orange. Good eating, guys and gals. Scampers. We were actually wondering how you fill out your brackets, Scampers. We got to find that out. Proper Orange. Pantone 151. Smirk Joey. Oh, I got an invite from your aunt to come on our movie show.
Really?
Yep.
Let's go.
Sent me an email. Yeah. So I'm going to go on there and we haven't figured out a date yet, but I'm going to go on there and talk. She wants to introduce me to Indian cinema.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what Indian cinema. No, actually, that's like one corner that I don't have a whole lot of exposure to. So I was like, sure.
That'd be amazing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next question. How we doing?
Whoa.
Oh, I just March. Getting in there. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Next question. Which team won the very first NCAA tournament in 1939? UCLA, Kentucky, Oregon, or Ohio State? And we should have had Joe come on to talk about this when he watched this. He was in high school, wasn't he?
Look how far we've come, Joey, from watching the first NCAA tournament final to what we get now.
Was it a peach basket then? I can't tell.
I think an apple basket.
Was it an apple basket? What's the difference between a peach basket and an apple basket, Jake?
You probably put your fruits in the same basket, if I had to guess. I know I do.
I think we just found our first T-shirt. You probably put your fruits in the same basket. Oregon. Is that the correct answer?
It was.
Okay. Oregon. The Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Not known for basketball. Really.
Sneaky. Like, they're around. I don't think they're in the tournament this year, though, unfortunately. If I remember my brackets correctly.
Don't think so. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. Ooh, it's getting close. I just marched. Bourbon Cowboy. Moving up there. Is he in the tournament champions? I'll have to look at the spreadsheet. We got it in the spreadsheet, though.
Yeah.
A little peek behind the curtain. We had Brian on the other week. And was talking, he was talking a big game, was doing really great, and then kind of pooped the bed. And then Alyssa, his wife, won. And I had to send him an email to say, hey, Alyssa's not on Twitter. Can you have her send me an email so I can make sure she gets the invite for the tournament? And it was just
think that message got through?
It did, because she responded to me. So
nice.
Yeah. All right. Next question, guys. Which team has the most Final Four appearances in NCAA history? Is it Kansas, UConn, Duke, or UNC? I'm a Florida fan because of 2006. I won a March Madness pool in 2006 and then fell in love with Tim Tebow. You and half of America.
When's the last time you've Tebowed, Joey?
So I don't know if I want to get into some Tebow on the broadcast here. I had a friend that went to Florida when Tim Tebow was there, and so he was a great football player, and he's just he knew who he was, And I didn't heard of like necessarily a bad thing, but didn't really hear anything good. But that speech, man, you know, that speech, you know, that was something.
Well,
UNC.
See, that surprised me, Joey, when you said that UNC's not second in the most championships because they lead in the most Final Four appearances.
Well, when you crap the bed in the Final Four, Jake.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure the chat will go fact check me and find out that I was wrong, but you know, we're not here for that tonight.
No, we're not.
All right, let's get through some of these comments real quick. It wasn't the Western University Dolphins. Now, just teaser for next week. We're doing mascots next week. We'll find out if Western University, if they really are, in fact, the Dolphins. Really, I think next week trivia is just going to be like, study up, folks. Here's a school. What's their mascot?
Yeah,
because there's some really, really good ones. Kevin Murray, my co-host on the Home League show, is going to be joining us for mascots next week.
Yeah,
he's a good time. He'll bring props to the to the show. It'll be great. If you look at Alabama, you can go to the NBA and still go back to college. Well, as long as you're not a point guard for Alabama, I think you can go back to college, and we'll get into that later. You know,
in a different stream.
Yeah, in a different stream. Kentucky kind of did it. They won football in December of 1950 and then basketball in March of 1951.
That's cool.
They kind of did it.
Yeah.
For some reason they're not recognizing that on the on Wikipedia.
That'd be something for the NCAA season to finish in December. Could you imagine, Joey? The college football. Wow. That'd be something.
Now it ends in like what, July?
Feels like it.
Yeah. Who remembers Billy Donovan playing for Rick Pitino of Providence? I remember the clips they show on television every time they mention it, but I don't remember it. All right. Let's get on to the next question. Now we're moving, Jake. We're still kind of behind a little bit. Bourbon Cowboy moving up into first place. Love to see it. Next question. What animal is the mascot for Florida Gulf Coast University? And I actually knew this one, Jake. An eagle, a seagull, a seahawk, or a pelican? Florida Gulf Coast is in the Atlantic Sun with Stetson. So always fun to go see Dunk City when they come to town.
This was... I'd already been into college basketball and March Madness for sure, but just watching Dunk City happen when I was younger, just like it's like I'll always remember it, and it definitely stirs the fire for like why I love these next couple weeks so much.
I remember when I graduated high school, we had like 3 of our classmates went to Florida Gulf Coast, and none of us had ever heard of it. And so when they were in the tournament, I was like, "Oh, how about that?" And so, yeah, they're the Eagles, and they're usually pretty good. It's amazing what happens when you when a small school gets to go to the tournament, because Stetson got bounced by UConn in the first round the year they won their conference championship. But my daughter and I, it's been 2 years since then. They've completely redone the whole field house. Like Pepsi's a sponsor now. Yeah. The seats are like super cushioned. It's like, wow.
The money comes in quick, and
it comes in really fast. Yeah. And good for them. Like, Stetson is like one of the oldest colleges in Florida, beautiful campus, and their basketball thing looked like the one out of Hoosiers for as long as I've been going to games. And they got like a new concession stand, neon smoke comes out, and it's like a whole thing now. So it's really cool to see that. And they've not allowed me to shoot the ball at half court though yet. Like halftime, like, hey, we're gonna have a fan come down and shoot. Must see my videos. All right, next question. Let's look at the leaderboard. Oh, Bourbon Cowboy. It's got a little bit of a lead there, folks. Which mid-major conference did we make up? Great question, Jake. The Big West, the Big South, the Big North, or the Big Sky? Are you old enough to remember Big Country Bryant Reeves?
It sounds familiar.
Or
who yeah.
He played for the Vancouver Grizzlies, but did he play for Oklahoma State? Oklahoma is one of those like near Texas schools, but not a Texas school.
Oklahoma State.
Was it Oklahoma State? Yeah, I remember him.
Big country.
Just yeah.
Man, he looked good in those Vancouver Grizzlies uniforms.
Yeah, all those are so great. I almost bought a John Morant one. Really glad I didn't now. But
why? What's he doing?
Yeah, he's got guns all over the place. He's in trouble all the time. Yeah, Big North. I knew the Big Sky Conference. That's from Montana. I go see the Grizzlies and the Cougars play when I lived in Montana. They're in the Big Sky Conference. I knew that one. But I always like making up answers. That's when you get to flex your creativity.
Well done, everyone, knowing your conferences.
Good job.
That's one. I'm sorry. Yeah.
One person's like Big Sky. So Rupp won more titles than I thought. Ugh, dang you, Kentucky.
I don't know if you've ever been to Rupp Arena, Joey. It is one of the scariest places you'll walk into as an away fan.
That's in Kentucky?
It's Kentucky Stadium. Or arena.
You know, we've mentioned this before. I've never been to it. It looks scary. So it's scary, just like as a Tennessee fan or just in general?
I think if you're an opposing fan that they're playing, it's just like you just walk in and it's massive and you just see all the banners on the ceiling and it's all, it just feels like, oh man, like this place can get rowdy quick.
Yeah. I'll have to go in there as a Florida Gator fan sometime. Maybe I don't want to now. Frank in the chat coming through me. Patrick Young. That was the player I was thinking of for the Florida Gators. Yeah. We've mentioned we have our Football Guys retreat in Las Vegas. I have wanted to see a game at the Thomas and Mack Center every year. We're there, and they're never in town. At FSGA, the Wednesday night, they were finally in town to play a game. The women's team too, never there. Because for me, like one of my first college basketball memories was that UNLV team with Larry Johnson, and just like I've always wanted to see a game there. And one year it's going to work out for us.
We'll always go to the Final Four in 2028 for Las Vegas.
Are they going to put it at Allegiant? I imagine they would.
Probably, yeah.
I heard a rumor that you and I are going to watch the first 2 games in Vegas next year. Is that true, Jake?
That's what I've heard.
That rumor was me texting Jake. We should be there. Joey and Jake Vegas 2027 question mark.
Let's do it.
And he left me on red, everybody.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You left me on red. I sent it at 3:00 in the morning, but still. That's not true.
That's not
true.
All right.
Everybody's yelling at me for giving spoilers about Project Runway, whatever that movie is called. Project Hail Mary.
Oh, with the Rocky scene in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ryan Gosling fights Rocky, and it turns into Rocky 6.
We find out Ryan Gosling is Ivan Drago's grandson.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he sings "I'm Just Ken." That's the movie. I gave away all of Project Hail Mary.
You have to go see it now.
Yeah. Nobody needs to go see it. All right. Let's get through these questions. Chat, you're real chatty tonight. I'm having trouble getting all your questions up. We want to get through these trivia questions, though. Bourbon Cowboy up in first place. Jake, are you excited we could do this for another hour?
So excited.
What state is home to the St. Peter's Peacocks? Is it Ohio, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or New York? I don't know the answer to this question.
Do you remember Doug, though?
I don't.
Oh, man, he was a baller. I don't know.
Remember the George? So tell me about Doug, and then I'll tell you about somebody I remember.
Doug, he grew a great mustache for the tournaments, and he was kind of like who was for Montana? Jack Goalie. Who was that guy at Montana last year or 2 years ago that beat Kentucky and then went on a little run? Jack Goalie or something. Doug was kind of like that, where he's going to put up shots and doesn't care if it bricks or it doesn't go in. Like, he's going to keep on shooting.
I don't remember the Montana guy. New Jersey. How about that?
Jack Golke.
2 people from March Madness that I'll forever remember. Real quick, Boombox guy from McNeese State, Football Guy subscriber.
Yeah,
he's Football Guy subscriber. Love his energy, but the Georgia State coach that fell off his chair, just, oh my goodness, just a sweetheart of a man. We're getting through these questions, Jake. Bourbon Cowboy starting to break away, folks. Frank in the chat, you're gonna have to catch him. Next question. Which of these NFL players did not play college basketball? Classic March Madness question for us. Drake London, Adam Thielen, Terrell Owens, or Donovan McNabb?
Do you know who that is?
I'm trying to look. It's not Mo Alley Cox, is it?
No.
Kent State. Is that Antonio Gates? That's Antonio Gates.
It is Antonio Gates.
Yeah. And Jason, he's being guarded by Jason Voorhees, apparently. Watch out.
I didn't even see that on the photo. That's hilarious. Scary.
I'm skipping a bunch of questions, chat, but it's, you know what? I'm making sure everyone gets to say some stuff, but yeah, so Leitner is men's. He has the term record for men, but Caitlin Clark put up a lot of points. Adam Thielen never played college basketball, but boy, does he have that look to him.
That's why I chose him. I like, wherever he played at Montana, some small school, and it was like, maybe he played basketball there.
I enjoy the March Madness like stereotypes, like that we see every year, and Adam Thielen kind of falls into one of them. It's like balding middle-aged white guy that looks like he's mid-30s playing point guard. Like,
yeah,
every March a team has one, and it's like, well, let's go.
Those guys are going to rack up at their local Y in like 5 years.
Yep. All right. Jeff Blaylock killing it tonight. 12th place out of 11 people.
Oh
man, we keep hiring all these funny people at Football Guys. Just maybe one day. I'm not. Hopefully some of that rubs off on me.
I don't know. We got to readjust our rankings.
Yeah. So basically, UNC is a bunch of chokers. Most Final Four appearances and no titles,
and no good players ever.
UNC, no, they never had a good player.
No, can't think of one.
Michael Jordan was so good. He was on the phone book in Florida after they won that national title. My grandfather kept that phone book.
Really?
That's how good Michael Jordan was at basketball. He was on the phone book in Florida.
That's crazy.
You know what a phone book is, Jake?
I do.
Yeah, they just put all the phone numbers in one book. I was in the phone book for like 5 years.
Really?
My grandparents' water conditioning company. I held a cup of water in the picture.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like a local celebrity. I was the little boy in the Yellow Pages.
The good days. Phone books.
Yeah. Now I just use them to rip in half to impress my wife. Like, she's like, "Oh my goodness, honey."
Wow.
Yeah. Too much information tonight on Trivia Night Live. Wait till you see what we talk about the next hour. All right. Probably a pound of marijuana. I don't know. It's related, I promise, Joe. There's a reason we will talk about that. All right. Bourbon Cowboy in first place. It's kind of run away at 1,400 points. He can miss a question, though. Frank in the chat or Isaac Smarts could catch him. Anybody's game. Michigan has no mascot. Remember? Aren't they the Wolverines?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a physical mascot they don't have.
There is no physical mascot.
Okay. Beware of the Ides of Smarch comeback. I like it. I like it. Oh, Jake, we were talking movies earlier. Big North by Northwest. That's funny.
Yeah.
But North by Northwest is showing at my movie theater, and I told you that's one of the Hitchcock ones you should see. But that's like a Fathom event thing. So look in your area, it might be playing.
Okay, I'll take a look.
I could have told you that off camera, but
it's okay.
To tell you now in front of everybody. All right. Next question. We're getting through them. Who was the first team to cut down the nets after winning their conference tournament in 1947? Tennessee, Duke, NC State, or Florida? So who was the first team to cut down their nets? Like it's the tradition.
In their conference, a conference tournament.
Okay. How do we know he's cutting it down? He could be putting it up.
So the other photo, the players are lifting him from behind. There's no ladder. And on the photo, you see what team it would be.
Oh, okay.
So I had to crop it out. But I have some thoughts on this that once we know the answer, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it.
Okay. I did peek at this answer. So
okay. I feel like it should be talked about a little more.
Talk to us about it, Jake.
So it's NC State. That tournament, someone correct me if I'm wrong. What I saw was that was held at Cameron Indoor at Duke. And so the coach is cutting down Cameron Indoor's nets after the tournament. I feel like that's a crazy move.
Was it like, so was this before there was a neutral site? Were they playing Duke in the national title game?
I don't know if Duke was in that title game or not, but they were the host site, and the coach, I'm blanking on his name, is like, we want you take home a piece of memorabilia for winning the tournament. I just feel like what if Florida State won whatever conference it could have been against Florida, and they cut down the nets at Florida?
I don't know, like maybe the first time was like a power move. Like I will say, like if NC State beat Duke on their home court to win the conference championship, and they're like, we're taking the nets with us.
It's kind of like
pretty bold.
Like, it's kind of like if you beat the team and you steal their own goalpost. Like, we're taking these with us.
I like this conversation, Jake. I see where you're headed. I'm like neutral site. I'm completely okay with it. Cut the nets down if you win, but now it's tradition. That first time.
Yeah, I'm totally for it. Like I think it's great. But I was like, man, the ball's on him to be like, you know what? we're cutting down Duke's nets.
Sorry, Joe. Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
It's all right. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm all for it. Like I really am. Like I don't have a problem with it. Unless Dan Hurley does it, then I have a big problem with it. Huge problem. Bourbon Cowboy.
If he starts cutting down Creighton's nets, and we're gonna have a problem.
Dan Hurley cuts down the nets of every game UConn plays that they win or lose. He's taking all the nets with him because
it's the infinity
takes
all the nets.
Takes all the team's balls, goes home with them. Just like, no, these are my balls now. You know Tom Everett Scott is the actor. He was in That Thing You Do. He plays fantasy football. He's
yeah.
He looks exactly like Dan Hurley. And like if there was ever a biopic, but Tom Everett Scott is super nice. Joe and I got to meet him in Vegas last year. He was there for the NFC stuff.
NFC. Nice.
And I did this thing. Like I played cool because I was really excited to meet him. So I went and talked to the two people he was sitting with and like introduced myself to them to kind of get over the nerves. And then I talked to him and I was like, okay, this is cool. And then he's like, hey, will you come take a look at my team? Because you heard I work for Footballguys. And like he had me come over and ask me about his team. And I was just like, this is great. Like this is so cool. And he was so awesome. And gave me his email. Gave me a blood sample. This is, it's everything you'd want from a good interaction.
That's all you want. Footballguys subscriber now, maybe.
He already was. He told me that he needed Sigmund Bloom to get him on the couch. He's like, I've been trying to get on the couch for years. Get me on the couch.
That's awesome.
Yeah, super nice guy. Him and James Roday are there from Psych. And the Miz apparently was there. He was not there last year. Awesome. So yeah, NFFC in Vegas. Come there and you'll get to meet me. And then if Tom Everett Scott's there, I'm sure you can say I know too. All right. Next question. How many teams played in the first ever March Madness? 8, 12, 16, 24. Not knowing this answer, how far we've come.
I know. And like, wow. Some of the teams on that list, Joey, might surprise you.
Okay.
I don't know if you looked it up or not.
One of them was a rowing team. I don't know. Let's see what the chat's got to say. We're not neglecting them. Tony Gonzalez, another basketball player. Barbara, I think Jake knew that Michael Jordan. Who are some of the teams, Jake? I didn't want to spoil it as we're getting down to it, but
some of them in there. Utah State played for the West region. Wake Forest was in there.
Okay.
Oklahoma and Texas were both in there. Villanova was in there. So some teams where you're like, okay, those are, staples in there. I just thought Utah State, wouldn't expect them to be in the first ever March Madness.
I wouldn't either. I do like Utah State this year.
Yeah.
Spoiler. We'll talk about that in Probably about 12 minutes.
Yeah, go Aggies.
Mm-hmm. Jordan was in the Florida phone book because of spring training during his sabbatical for the NBA. Have we discussed Jordan's sabbatical before, Jake?
I think we have, but if you want to talk about it.
I mean, he didn't retire. Like, we all know why he wasn't there.
Because he needed to show that he was the GOAT.
Pound of marijuana. No, I'm just kidding. Jordan didn't do that.
Oh, yeah.
You seen how red those man's eyes are? No. All right. So let's just clear this up now. So people, if you didn't know, was it Alabama's point guard?
Alabama's point guard, yes, was no longer with the team.
Arrested Monday morning because they found a pound of marijuana in his dorm room. And Alabama was projected to definitely, a lot of people saw them going Sweet 16, even possibly upsetting in to get into the Elite Eight, knocking off the 1 seed. So it's a big blow to Alabama. So yeah, and it changed my pick for the bracket, I'll have to say. So
yeah, which we'll find out soon.
Bourbon Cowboys running away with this one, Jake. Let's just get the inevitable out of the way.
No.
What is the lowest seed to win the men's NCAA March Madness? A 4 seed, a 6 seed, an 8 seed, or 11 seed? I think I know who it is. I don't know what their seed was. Is it? Well, I think I can say it without giving the number away.
I think you can say without giving away because I feel like this team has been in enough tournaments where you're like, yeah.
It's Villanova, isn't it?
It is Villanova.
Okay. When NC State won the year that they won, like the Jimmy V year, I don't remember what seed they were, but I know Villanova was really far down there when they won. Maryland was Villanova. A 5 seed when they won. 8 seed, yeah, Villanova. Yep. All right, let's look at that final leaderboard. On the podium, in third place, Frank in the chat. Maybe next week, Frank. In second place, Steve F. Oh, you're starting to make a run there. And in first place, playing in the Tournament of Champions, the Bourbon Cowboy. It would not be a Trivia Night Live Tournament of Champions without the Bourbon Cowboy. This was inevitable, folks. We're glad he's in there. Bourbon Cowboy, please come back and play with us every week. But you can only get one entry into the Tournament of Champions. But we're glad you're going to be there with us in July for that final episode. Jake, tonight was one for the books, my friend.
It was a great night.
It was a fun show. And we alluded to it. Jake and I are going to be doing another hour just talking March Madness, just doing a whole bracket. We're going to fill out a bracket together. I've entered the bracket into the Football Guys March Madness Bracket Challenge. So I have my own entry. You have your own, but we're going to do one together. We just want to show the chat how easy it is to do.
Yeah. And come build your brackets with us.
Yeah. And then that's
the whole group.
That's part of it too. So, but like we said before, Fantasy Cares definitely has their bracket challenge going on. You can find the links to join that bracket challenge in the video description. I put both links to both bracket challenges in there. Next week, we are going to double down on the March Madness, and we're going to do mascot trivia. So brush up on your mascots, folks. We're going to get real obscure and real fun next week. Jake, any final words? I had a blast tonight, buddy. I'm excited to see you in like 10 minutes and do this again.
It was a great night. Focus on your Ohio Valley Conference mascots. Just a little sneak peek. That's one of the questions I'm going to do.
All right. I like it.
Yeah.
Football Guys Rookie Guide version 2 is free to download right now from the website. Head over to footballguys.com. Download that rookie guide. Get to know these rookies before the NFL draft. Rookie drafts are coming up soon.
Happens that fast, Joey. Season's over, and then you blink, and next thing you know, we're doing best ball. We're doing rookie drafts. We're doing, comes at you fast.
Yeah. Then our kids are getting married, and it's just like, where did the time go? All right. Everybody, thank you so much. Come join Jake and I at about 8:15. I think we're going to take a potty break, and then we'll be in there right at 8:15 to hang out with you guys for a little while and do some brackets. So thanks again, everybody. Enjoy your Tuesday night. Bye.
Bye.